Hello, my name is Victoria Lanter, and today I will be discussing climate change as a national security issue. As the world continues to urbanize and industrialize, the effects of climate change intensify, and the environmental crises that follow become increasingly more devastating as well. Global warming occurs when CO2 and other air pollutants and greenhouse gases collect in the atmosphere and absorb sunlight and solar radiation that have bounced off the Earth's surface. While this radiation would normally escape into space, these pollutants last for years to centuries in the atmosphere, trapping the heat and causing the planet to get hotter. Although the issue of climate change has been a heavily debated topic in the US, it is my opinion that the issue should be considered a subject of national security because of the potential it has to negatively affect the United States military. 800 million people, nearly 11% of the world's population, are currently vulnerable to climate change impacts such as sea levels rising and floods. These have been two issues that have directly affected the U.S. Navy, specifically Naval Station Norfolk in Virginia and 17 other U.S. military installations that sit on waterfront property. These naval bases are currently looking at hundreds of floods a year and in some cases could be mostly submerged by the year 2100. All of this information has been published and released by the Navy Times as they work to understand and mitigate the effects that rising sea levels are having on these stations. A roughly 3-foot increase in the sea level threatens 128 coastal DoD installations in the United States. That's 43% value at roughly $100 billion. Several other reports have found that by the year 2100, Key West, Dam Neck Annex, and Paris Island could be between 75 and 95% underwater. For the U.S. to contribute their part to the climate change solution, the government would need to set aside $140 billion per year to help humanity adapt to the warming world. That figure is less than 0.1% of the global GDP. The natural climate change solutions like ending deforestation and restoring degraded forests could add $2.3 trillion of productive growth. Climate change is affecting the U.S. and their military personnel, and until we as a country acknowledge the topic as a national security issue and address it as such, we cannot get started on the solutions to aid our military.